Hey, so uh, former President Donald Trump announcing he was going to run for office and speaking to the enormous problems that are being created by the country with a loose border, and reference to certain gangs as being an enormous problem to we the people here in the United States. I'll only speak to Ohio, but I would imagine Ohio is indicative of the entire country. And we the people are suffering massively at the hands of blatant domestic terrorism, at best and at worst by a blatantly treasonous government. It is impossible for people in Summit County to own land. The county willfully takes property regularly, not following any of the laws that the state or the federal government has set forth. Summit County repeatedly and frequently steals the personal property from American citizens in said land, which is yet another federal crime that nobody seems to want to do anything about. And the list of crimes just continue on and on and on and on. And this is all made possible by the willfulness of people who know better, people who have taken an oath to uphold the Constitution, people who have doctorates, are real doctors in the Constitution, and are public servants who volunteered their service to we the people, pretending that public servants are immune to the United States Constitution and they are immune to state law. And as a result of this, we get into nonsense where if I want to kill my neighbor, I need to go become a police officer first, and instead of being arrested for manslaughter or just straight up homicide, I instead get a paid vacation. Instead of a judge immediately being arrested for illegally taking away kids from the United States citizenry, not sworn in, no evidence necessary, the evidence they use an absolute affront to inalienable rights. They don't. The largest criminal child abusing organization within Summit County operates as a matter of record in downtown city of Akron, and they go untouched. We are now, 2,269 days into Summit County criminally abusing myself, Katie, Ella, Leah, and Michael. I have repeatedly asked for help from Mayor of City of Akron, all City of Akron council members, my congressional representative Marcia Fudge, my both senators to the state of Ohio, Governor DeWine, the prosecutor of the state of Ohio, the prosecutor Sherry Bevan Walsh, who herself behaves criminally repeatedly. She likes to take away all licensure from Summit County residents in pursuit of a debt. She does this harshly and severely with no recourse. When informed that my kids are being criminally abused, the only response her office gives is, we'd be happy to help you with that debt. They do not answer phone calls. They do not answer emails. They do not answer letters. You cannot set an appointment with them. They will answer on Facebook. That was the only time I ended up getting anybody through. I have been to the FBI in the beginning of this to ask for help in Akron. I was told that's not what they do, even though they say their specific job is the arresting and holding legally accountable public servants, which would include domestic court judges. And I'm tired. Not just because it's winter time and things are getting colder and take more energy. I'm tired of being patient with domestic terrorism. I'm tired of ignoring the United States Constitution, which requires we the people to organize together and cut down all treasonous government. If this isn't treason, what is? The very definition of freedom, the ability to own land, gone, not in Summit County. The ability to own personal property, gone, not in Summit County. Your ability to travel, gone, not in Summit County. Your ability to vote, gone, not in Summit County. Gone. Gone. So in no way am I free, and the reality is I am not alone. The mass of the homeless that are in Summit County are not mentally ill people. They are not drug addicts, although going through something like this is bound to push people towards using drugs to gain a reprieve from this cruel and unusual punishment, this blatant torture of the American citizens, done completely outside of what the law is. And the nonsense that has been peddled for decades by politicians that we just need a new law to address these crimes is utter horseshit. What is needed is accountability. My name is James Kenneth Jeffries Jr. I have been and am being criminally abused by Summit County, Ohio. I am trapped against my will. I am being held hostage as a slave. And I seek help. If you are a diplomat to a foreign country, please send me a DM and help me to get free. Help me. Help my kids to be free of being criminally abused by a parent who has a long family history of mental illness, has been clinically diagnosed mentally ill herself, and who willfully and knowingly committed premeditated criminal child abuse. Not to mention abandonment of a marital home and all the other lists. But it would be a disservice if we got distracted by the nonsense of a mentally ill person. Where we should keep our focus is in the complete failings, the complete dishonorable service that not only Summit County, but our government in general is doing to us. MS-13 did not take my library. Summit County did. MS-13 didn't come and illegally take my kids. Summit County did. If you are able to aid in any way, oh God, oh Lord, my God, have mercy on a widow's son. Thank you for your time and know your love.